Alright, welcome to the port. Alright kids, this is a video so you can see how cool my carport gym was when you grow up. Instead of going to a gym or having a membership somewhere, I've just been purposing the carport into an at-home, multifunctional gym. Anyway, let's go through some of the things that I have in here for the style of training I do and equipment that I use. First, and the most important, is my wad binder. I keep everything in here. This is stuff I need to do, stuff I need to practice, PRs, 3-round maxes, 2-round maxes. I even got some like wads in here with scorecards so I can do practice wads, some of the more iconic ones. Keep notes of all my times, how many I did, all that stuff that I can go back and look at in the future when I do it again and see how I did from the last time. So anyway, very important. The next thing that's very important is the clock. Just a basic gym clock, got it off Amazon. Comes with a remote, can do everything I need to. EMOMs, AMRAPs, timers, interval training, everything you need right there off that clock, and it counts it down for you. Next, you need a board. Highly suggest a whiteboard. It's better than using your phone, trying to keep unlocking the screen and looking at everything. Plus, using less technology is better. So, wad board, write all your information on here. You can always refer back to it. You don't have to sit there and try and unlock your phone with sweat and chalk all over your hands. It's annoying as hell. Then over here is my dumbbell rack from 5 pounds up to 50 pounds. I'll have to start buying singles after that, but just got this whole set together for now. Got that on Amazon, I believe, which I highly suggest for buying gym equipment. You go Facebook Marketplace or like the neighborhood app, those kind of, local people selling stuff from their houses. Try all those things first. Then you can try like your local wholesale warehouses. We have a few here in Charlotte that just sell bulk, equipment, weights and stuff like that. Then after that, try Amazon. And then after that, buy full price off, websites or whatever. But I always try Facebook Marketplace first because they usually have pretty good deals. That's where I got my treadmill from. And I got it for free. This is the weight zone, free weight zone. It's where we do all the free weights with the barbells. It's also where I do, dumbbells, sandbags, lunges, medicine balls, kettlebells, push-ups, sit-ups, everything I do on these mats right here. It's better than doing it on the concrete. Got these mats also at Freedom Fitness in Charlotte. I think they're like $34 a mat or something like that. So pretty good price. Not all of them are evenly cut and all that stuff, but that doesn't really matter. You can cut them yourself. So all right, and then over here is the whole conditioning side of the gym. So got rower, torture bike, aka e-bike, and then the treadmill. Now that I have the rower and the e-bike, I really don't use the treadmill as much, but I really need to start running again because I am getting deathly behind in my cardio. Well, running cardio. Pure torture. Also, I don't know if I said already, there's the box back there for doing boxes. That was off Amazon. There's sandbags right there on the floor. Those are from Amazon. They're not as nice as the more expensive Rogue ones or other type that are cloth on the outside. Those are like some sort of like rubber material on the outside. So unfortunately they do become quite slick while you're using them. But they were very cheap off Amazon. So I try to do things cheap and as cheap as I can and still be functional because everything is out here in the carport. So it's open to the elements. And if you're curious about having an outdoor gym, it doesn't get as bad as you think it does as long as you have enough coverage. Like this wall surprisingly does a pretty good job of covering because it's half brick. Then it has a slated wall. The back of it has some brick and slated walls. And then the whole side is obviously, my house. So pretty much no rain gets in here unless it's coming down sideways really bad, which happens a few times a year, but it's not terrible. Most of your gym equipment is like stainless coated. It's not really stainless, but they're plated. That kind of helps, but most of my barbells and dumbbells are getting rusty on the grips, but it's not terrible. Kettlebells obviously do fine because, depending on what kind you get, but these ductile iron ones and stuff like that, they they stay pretty good. And the equipment surprisingly stays in pretty good condition. We cover it, so obviously rain doesn't get to it. But in the summertime, it's very, very humid, so you can't really get away from that. So what I do is I leave the ceiling fan running 24/7, so that it kind of pushes air around and helps with the humidity, kind of pushing it away from the equipment. All right, let's go into some things that, besides fitness equipment, just some accessories that I use that I love. I have a lot of wrist problems, so I use wrist straps. These are tough. Got them, again, off Amazon for a pretty good price. So that helps with my snatches and clean, stuff like that. Oh, a must-have. This is a chalk bag. So a lot of people use these for like rock climbing and bouldering and stuff like that. But anyway, it's got a opening in the top, it's magnetic, and then you can fold it and tie it up too, so chalk doesn't get out. It's got 2 zipper pockets and spots for like brushes and stuff. Actually, I was looking for something that would be a little bit easier to use than the containers I was using, or the blocks, because the blocks, you know, they just break apart as you use them. So this, you can just, I crushed up all my blocks and put them in here, but you can buy just powdered chalk and put it in there. Anyway, you can put your hand in, chalk up your hand, pull it out without making a huge mess, close it up, throw it wherever, and you're good to go. Next, I have my grips for my pull-up bar. I'll show my pull-up bar in a second. It's been in some other videos, but that's homemade actually. Made that out of like 4-inch pipe, 1-inch pipe, 2-inch pipe, welded it all together. So anyway, pull-up bar beats up your hands, especially when you're doing toes to bar and chest to bar and stuff like that. So I got these. These are Bear Complex. They're grips. They help keep your hands safe, because my hands have been getting tore up since I've been doing this CrossFit style training. This is another must-have. Weight belt. So this is a Velcro weight belt, and it's a Frog brand, which they make those. They make grips like these, but they're obviously better. These are, again, cheap Amazon ones, but they work fine. But anyway, Frog is an Australian company. And yeah, saw these on the games one time and looked them up, and my wife bought them for my Father's Day. So anyway, yeah, must have for doing, again, squats, deadlifts, cleans, snatches, all that kind of stuff. This is really good once you start to get to that heavy weight. And so there's the pull-up bar. As you can see, it's homemade. And yeah, works for what you need it for, pull-up bar. Then in the old shed gym, I don't really use that anymore. Now I just have the squat rack in there, or power cage, whatever you want to call it. And that's where I do squats and bench press. That's pretty much it. So like I said, it's not conditioned at all. So it's hot as heck in the summer, cold as heck in the winter. You pretty much got to bundle up or strip down to get comfortable in it. But I love it. It's nice. It's open. It's you're outside. So anyway, that is the Carport Gym. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.